There's one stock that is green today while crypto is everything is going down, and this is DUOT. We talked about this beautiful micro cap company here first on this channel. If you are interested into that, make sure to stay tuned, because this time we dive into the chart as well as into the event that they are having today, and that's why maybe the stock is going higher. All about this here in this video.
Welcome to the game, I'm the wolf of Dubai.
My name is Danny. I'm trying to be early on stocks like Tesla, Palantir, Robinhood, and Nvidia. My subscribers put houses and apartments, and we also trade for you at xtendaytrading.com. The first link into the description, the first link into the comments, where we essentially do all the trading. You need at least $10,000 to start, but then you can schedule a call. You can have a look and see if we can help you as well with the most important thing. I believe you should have like a long-term portfolio, like 80% and 20% short-term, right? So with that said, let's dive in, because DUOT is today very green while the whole market is red. So let's dive in and find out why. To the chart of DUOT's technology. DUOT, as we know, this is our top pick here on this channel. And something quite nicely happened, okay? So you can see here, we were very, very overbought, right? We had an RSI of roughly 100 almost. And then we essentially sold from the highs of 1528 down to like 13. And I told you guys, I would love to see if we touch 21. Okay, because that would be like a good adding scenario. However, as you can see, it seems we don't want to go that down, right? So you can see here, we actually sold off quite a bit and then already, recovered today on a very weak market. Usually these small companies, guys, are usually, this is just like a $414 million company. So it's a micro cap, but still look how good it holds in this weak market. The Nasdaq is down -1%, risk on assets are down 2-3%. Even those, all of the AI plays are also down 7, 5, 3 almost percent, right? Nvidia a little bit stronger today, getting from very negative to more positive. But you can see here, this is very, very great, right? So the next level that we need to break through would be the 1466. Then we have the previous month's high, right, which was the May high of 1532. And then essentially we going much higher, right? And the question is how much higher we can go, right? So for that, we can actually go and check the Fibonacci retracement, which is nicely to pull out here. So it depends on like how we want to see it, but you can put the 0.786 here at the area. So you see the gray area is the current, let's say, consolidation that we had here. And then you can see once we go to the golden zone, we should be somewhere, somewhere in between of 20 to 21.5, right? And if we break through that, we can even go to like 2024. Okay, so you can see here, that's quite interesting here for this stock. And then here nicely, you can see here, we are essentially also, if we are respecting this, we having here the Fibonacci of 1.618 here exactly at the lows that we had back in March, right? Which was like $6. So it makes sense that the stock really can go here to 24 if we go really crazy. If this is just like a small, let's say, breather in the market, and this is totally normal, guys, okay? This is totally normal to have like a breather. And let's see if we have any press releases or news or events coming up, okay? We have essentially the DUOT, and this is today, guys. Let us have a look together. So community leaders invited to tour Texas facility, which supports education, healthcare, and local enterprises. This is always when something is going on, like for example, think about it, okay? The market is down and the micro cap is up. So there must be always something. So they are making like a tour through their facilities, which is great. Maybe they invited a lot of big institutional investors because, yesterday or 2 days ago, they also announced the 50 million from the APR energy asset sale, which is great. And this is essentially the internet institutional investor conference that they actually participate. And this could mean that maybe if you need to be smart about those things, right? You need to think like what can be together and what could combine and push this stock higher, right? And think about it, like could they have decided like there's a lot of people that are interested, institutional investors, and then they said, okay, let's do an open house, and look how fast they do it, right? So the company moves quick. So I think that this is it, why the stock is a little bit up. Maybe institutions start to load up, but now you have the levels. So the next levels here would be the breakout of 15.40, then the breakout of 17, and then you can see here the different levels that are important, so after 17 is 1850, then we have like 20 essentially, then we have 2150, and then we have 24. Okay, so that could be like a nice run here over the next couple of days and weeks. Very, 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 very interesting company, guys. I cannot stress this enough. This is very, very nice. And once we have like a nice huge bounce, I think that a lot of people will then finally understand how good of a company that is, and how much potential this company actually has, right, over the next couple of years with the very special, let's see if I can show it for those people who are watching for the very first time. Latest presentation, here we go. So for those people who are watching for the first time, so they are building this edge data centers, which is very, very unique. They have a lot of patents for this. They are approved. They are holding all the regulations for a very, very kind of important, very, very high secure product that they have. And then you can see here some big companies like Hydra placed like $175 million contract, and also they have good clients like T-Mobile and so on. So it is quite interesting, and the stock is definitely here on an upside move. Okay, so let's see how far we can go the next couple of days, and let's go back to the vlog. So as you can see, two things. First, the chart looks quite amazing, and the second part is also that we came down from the overbought conditions, now being more neutral. So now the people stepping in that missed maybe the rally, and we have the maybe the aftermath of the institutional event end of May, and now an open door where the investors could actually see what this company does. I think this is quite insane. This is amazing. So with that said, I see you tomorrow for a brand new video, and don't forget, the grass is greener on the other side. And check out xandaytrading.com if you have $10,000 or more and want to trade with us, totally done for you. Then check it out with me together.